Morning, friends. Well, morning for me at least. Ooh, brigands. Go away. But we can easily fight these guys and certainly kick their asses, but I don't want to hang around until night time to take on another fight where there are a bunch of enemy marksmen and I've got low level dudes on the back line. Let's just go grab the Staff of Foresight here, get the 1,000 gold, and then we'll get out of here. I think this setup with the archers like this, we can go take on that Necromancer's lair and the ruins down to the south where we got that tip about there being a legendary item. I mean, sure, my archers are all low level, but there's 4 of them, and I'm pretty confident that we'll be able to keep them out of contact of, you know, the zombies, because the front line will tank the zombies, the back line, their only job in that situation is just to kill the Necromancer. And from there, you just grind through all the zombies, which isn't that difficult. I want to preserve... Oh, okay, I was going to say I want to preserve the high morale of these lads with the green smiley faces, but let's just swap out here like this. Do we have to take... What do we have to take out here? Okay, minimum amount, apparently. This is the problem with having a full squad. We could just try... actually... straight up do this fight. Why don't we take a look and see what we're up against? I mean, maybe we can do it. But I mean, this would be a perfect example of when I don't want my archers. Why don't we take a look, see what we're up against, and then decide whether we can actually win this fight or not. So then this mission could be a kind of a test case for the way that the more late game undead fights would go. My only worry is that we're likely going to be up against not auxiliaries, the legionaries. They're going to have those pikes, and those pikes are devastating against armor. They hit for like 100 damage, so they'll one-shot the basic mail. Just trying to squeeze out an extra bit of fatigue against enemies where I know there aren't going to be any ranged enemies. So whoever hasn't actually taken a specialization yet, they're actually like a Paulisco. I can use a flail. Paulisco, you shouldn't be on the flank. Don't I have someone else? Jeez, look at that. Neither of my flank dudes have battle forged. Formulus is quite close, thankfully. Paulisco, not quite so close. I've got to be careful with these guys, but luckily David Ironheart and Bobbins are there to do some swapping out. Right, let's look at these fatigue numbers. 75, 80, 52. Ugh. I happen to know that these pikes are going to do damn near nothing against these guys anyway. Swords are fine, spears are not. This is when I wish I had halberds. The halberds would be perfect here on my pikemen, but then again the pikemen have such crap accuracy. I do think we should look to replace Derp and Arnar. We'll hire another thief, hopefully get one who isn't a dastard. And we'll fire this guy and rename the new one Derp, and we'll do the same with Arnar. Because, I mean, like, he's fine, I suppose he's fine. Look, 64 at 6 isn't terrible. But this dastardly is... ugh, it's the worst. On the off chance these guys need to get into melee combat, let's just set them up like that. Return in a hurry, unusual, has the relic in hand. I think that if we can get the swamp in our favor in terms of the way it's set up, this is very doable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 auxiliaries at least, and then the rest are probably going to be... You know what? I think this is doable. Let's just get ourselves on the solid ground here. We're not going to have time to get them standing in not solid ground, but it's going to be really hard. see. If we move forwards, it's pashy grass, that's all fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. So we can sit in this formation here like that. Okay, so that means Pumilis is going to go there. JP goes here. Good, and that's all just auxiliaries. This is, I think this is eminently doable. So let's see. So Pumilis holds the flank. 1, 2, 3. And then at least on the southern flank here, they're all going to be in murky water. This is muddy earth. It's all standard. Would have been even better if we could have held this line here, but we couldn't get that far forward. Oh, jeez, that's wrong. Damn it. We have to swap David Ironheart with Paul Lisco. I think I want Bobbins holding the flank rather than Arno. Now I'm wishing I'd kept flails and everybody, but we have a bunch of guys who have specializations in various weapons. We should be fine. And these two-handed axes should cut through these shields in a single hit. The interesting question for me is how's Padden going to do? This dagger, I suspect not very well. No, David Arnold's going to have to use rotation on Paul Lisco there. It worries me that Michael Stubbs is holding that flank. I don't like that. I need Lejag and Paul Lisco have a big impact here. With those flails getting around the shields. Hold the line, men. Good for you, Dolmar. I can get him. Oh, look at that damage. Ouchie. I'm gonna wait until Wolfgang gets to raise morale. Hopefully remove the two waverings here. Perfect. So I think you guys realize that normally I wouldn't do this kind of fight. Normally I would just grab the relic and then just keep hitting the mission over and over again, but it's quite far on the left of the map in a city where I almost never go to. 41, 23. Let's focus on 63. That's actually hittable, you know? Like if it's above 50%, I feel like I should take the swing rather than try to break the shield. 69, 74. If it turns out like we've badly underestimated how hard this is going to be, which we may well have done, we can always just bug out, run away. And Epi sauce. Come on, Lejag. 75s. Misses with 75s. First thing I want to do is secure these flanks. Oh, damn it. Oh no, what? Wait. Does that really cost the extra? Oh, jeez. 3. Good damage. I was going to say I would expect us to be able to move before they do, but some of them have high initiative being that they're not carrying shields now. The Jag. I could use Raise Morale, but I was fairly confident we'd get the kill there, so. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the north, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the south. So the northern flank is going to be potentially the concern. And now, on the last turn, we were all able to attack twice. Now I'm feeling like the move is rather to keep shields up. Because I was expecting us all to be able to go act before they do. Normally these guys have super low initiative, so I'm a little surprised that they're acting, all of them acting before us. Oh, this is great stuff on the southern flank. We got a problem brewing on our northern flank here for bobbins. '60s? Yeah, that's good enough. Stuff, Michael Stubbs. I mean, the person who's really under threat here is Bobbins. He's going to have to go to his shield. 53, 63, 58. I'm sure that's lower, but this guy is one shot away from getting killed, so. Jag mit de flail. Bobbins, no quick hands, eh? This guy actually has armor. I want to see what kind of... Okay, that was a head hit. Interesting. You see, that's what I suspected. A single shot would get rid of the armor, so using PS armor there wouldn't have been worth it. These 65s have missed. Unlucky. 61... 66. Yes, boys! Excellent round for us there. If you wait, Derp, then this auxiliary should take that position. Yeah, damn it. Oof, ouchie. This basic mail doesn't hold up for that long. I think you three can handle that just fine. %. Yeah, go on, there you go, excellent. I could crack his shield and then finish it off on the next turn. If I have the fatigue, which I actually don't think I will do. Hit. Well done. Okay, so some comparatively low percentage shots hitting here. What we need. I think actually David Arnold can break that shield and then we can move down. Archie. It's the fact that these things have fearsome which is so scary. Hey. Bobbins. Good work. Not good work, oh no. Not good work, Derp. These little fucks get to act first. Not that it mattered there. Ooh! It's been a while since Bobbins had to tank a bit of damage. One more. Look at that damage reduction from using a bladed pike. Unpadding. Well fought, men. Well fought. Good XP, like 200-ish XP. Nice bit of money. So we got like 1,000 gold there, plus another 250 there, plus the money. I was going to say we could go take on those Nachtears for the XP. Elmar, the X-user. Let's see here. Okay, and good. Or give you that brawny. Yeah, buddy. The Jag, the Dagger Master. I think the same. Melee skill. Hit points. With those 2 stars, we're not going to need Colossus, so that's good. I can either give him the extra defense from Shield Expert, or I can give him Brawny. 30% of 12 plus 9, so it's 7 extra fatigue. He's already at 70, so let's give him the defense. Not a lot, but it's also going to help him. It means I can buy another heater shield. I get in the habit of having Padden and Lejag carry both. Like in a raider fight, they should start with a kite shield, heater shield in the backpack. They can then quick hands to the heater shield and then drop the kite for the extra fatigue. We saw in a couple engagements ago how badly Padden Fane got targeted by those crossbow bolts. And he was out of the fight before he even was able to do any stabbing. See, War Dog, local dogfighting. Not going to happen. I've never, even in an offline campaign, just experimented with doing that just to see what it's like. The thought of dogfighting is, ugh, it makes my fucking skin crawl. And just so you all know, when I come to power one day and am president of Earth, animal abusers will get the death penalty. But it won't just be, you know, quick little easy death penalty. It'll be whatever you did to the animal gets done to you. I don't think that's out of line. I think that's reasonable. Melee defense. Alright, it'll get better. It's actually a reminder that Shield Expert is a skill that pays off more in the late game when you have existing defense. Ah, whatevs. I knew he was going to have it anyway, so I think it's fine. Hammer Raider, Dagger Master. He doesn't have the mastery yet. Which reminds me, I need to buy another Roundel Dagger for Lejag. So on the next level, we will take probably Fast Adaption and then Dagger Mastery. So then at level 6, he can start using his dagger. Level 7, he'll get Brawny. 8, he'll get Battleforged. 9, he'll get Berserk. But that's true, actually. Yeah, I should level him more like Padden. So then arguably we go for Recover, Fast Adaption, Dagger Mastery. Yeah. Let's go buy ourselves another heater shield straight away though. Who is missing a dagger? $4,000 gold, I like that. What have you got for us? Greenskins. This is going to be a backdown marauding. Let's just see where Mitterfels is and see if it's worth actually doing. I think we have enough money that it's time we head east. After, of course, we've cleaned out that ruin. We need to then head east and go do this ambition. It's been far too long and we haven't touched the ambition. Where's Mitterfels? No, I don't want to go that far north. Give me a delivery or an escort down south. Carle, Mitterfels. I don't want to go to Mitterfels. Okay, so remind me, what are we looking for? Replacement wise, we need a backup sergeant, and I want to replace my 2 pikemen. Thankfully, the pikemen can be drawn from just about any background. One of them needs to be a thief, though, so we can get that map for 300. Or he needs to be a... what again? Merchant guy, so we can get it for cheap. The merchants usually are horrible pikemen, but I mean, don't underestimate them as potential pikemen. They can be good pikemen because they start with extra range defense, and range defense is so good for a pikeman. I mean, they're going to have a low starting melee skill because they get a melee skill debuff, but if you get good star distributions, and you're going to get plus accuracy from the pikes. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that could be, you know, any good. Who am I holding this crossbow for? Someone needs a crossbow. I think it's one of my... Ah, yes, of course. We do need to hang on to the next crossbow we find. Food-wise, we've got 3 days worth. 11 days. 6 days, 9 days, loads of tools, decent supplies. It's so tempting to pick up another few male warburgs, but then that's just going to mean we can't go ranging. I'll take the heater shield for sure. Now, our two moon brothers are our dagger masters. Oh, I forgot that Dolmar actually has the iron lungs. I think he can be just fine here in a kite shield. No work for us? How about a tip? What I'm hoping for is we can find some of those caves. There's just a few berserkers in, or some orc young. I mean, a few episodes ago I was talking about how we'll just accept noble contracts to go kill greenskin hideouts, but we haven't been getting those. Well, we've gotten plenty of go kill goblins, but we haven't got any go kill orcs. Rampaging greenskins. I mean, 2,700. Whenever it's marauding greenskins, I'll say yes to it. It's comparatively easy money because we just pull them into some reinforcements. Okay, so Paulus, go. Sorry, mate, you can't be trusted with the drink. You aren't allowed to go. Neither are you, Logan. Look, I mean, I can sympathize. I love a drink too. I'm all calm and reserved and I behave myself very well. Still have that third beer. Then things start to get a bit sketch. This is getting strange now. It's always marauding goblin wolf riders. That must mean that they are getting spawned. Look at that sigil over there. Yeah, they must be coming from Finex Tum. On the plus side, there's a little hut there with goblins in, so once we get the destroyed goblins ambition, that shouldn't be too hard. We'll probably find a few more here. These little huts with goblins in are obviously what I want. Okay, let's go find the brave soldiers of the first Rothstadt, or was it Rothberg company? Rothberg. The first Rothberg company helped us last time. We'll do the usual loop. This is becoming routine at this point. What you can also do when you get a mission like this is you can pull these lads into a raiders camp. It's a lot more high risk because you aren't able to control who the raiders, the goblin raiders go for. So you need to be a little bit stronger for that. So I'd say it's when you're in a position where you're strong enough to defeat the goblins by yourself and the raiders by yourself. Just take a look, see who I got here. Yep, okay, so sword. 68 to the arming sword. Only frees up an extra 2 fatigue, it's not worth it. Does Dolmar need to know they don't? Do they carry shields, the Wolf Riders? I don't think so. Just go for the sword instead. I was going to say the ranged fighters are less useful against these guys. It's so hard to hit them. Maybe I'm better off just getting some experience on... Actually, like they're all level 6s and 7s, so they don't particularly need the experience. If we get some soldiers to help us, I'll just keep my archers in there. This is when I wish I had accumulated a few more throwing weapons, because these little goblins hit your front lines like in one turn, and you can just throw javelins and axes in their faces, and it's actually pretty damn good, even on a low ranged skill person, because they get plus 20% accuracy from 2 squares away. On with the bloody soldiers. I must say, I do look forward. Ooh, the grudge bringers, they can help us. Excellent. So here's a perfect time to go to the training hall and get some training on some of our backline guys. It's going to cost 2,000. No, it's going to be too expensive. Still on the lookout for, like, this peddler could be an option for a replacement pikeman. Wolfgang, no, but I think because we've stabilized, we're going to start hiring disowned nobles. 700 gold disowned noble, that is crazy cheap. Just want to check what the base stats are for disowned noble. I should have had the wiki open up already, but let's go check wiki backgrounds. Let's see, disowned noble. 10 melee skill, minus fatigue. Events. Well, think about home. Talking to the player can give plus 3 resolve. So plus 10 melee skill is amazing. I much prefer the adventurous nobles because they get, I think they get resolve as well. I don't feel like I desperately need him up. I have this tingling feeling that I'm better served trying to find a backup sergeant. I mean, sure, they started wavering, but it's pretty common for the sergeant to just do his first action to remove the wavering. Yes, this is the real issue. 58 at 6. A grave robber could be a decent sergeant. But we might have to defend him, which I don't like. And there are so many better backgrounds as potential sergeants. 1.7, it's too expensive. Okay, grudge bringers. Let's make sure we've got the right setup here. I wonder if I do that, would the mercenary company actually ground us like that? But then that doesn't really help Pumilis. If I needed to get some level up on my pikemen, then maybe. Is it worth buying some throwing weapons? I don't think so. I must say, our mercenary company must be becoming notorious across across the world with other mercenaries, where it's like, if you see Davkul's Chosen coming, just run the fuck away, because they're going to pull a gigantic group of goblin wolf riders towards you.
Oh yeah! I'm a goblin!
Little dickheads. Literally the worst. $265s, both missed. 69, miss. 55 that is a brave mercenary. Why would you abandon the high ground there, Mr. Mercenary? '59s. Ah, yes, that's the extra accuracy of the crossbow. All misses, though. We're not having the start we needed. No one's wavering, so we can go ahead and stab. 5, 6, 7. Ads. Hold position. 38%, 40%. Oh, come on, 90%. Pissing me off. Oh, look at that stabby stab. He's got a little bit of armor. One more stab should do it, but 44% is a bit low. Oh, you fools! Why would you give up high ground? They obviously didn't watch Star Wars Episode 3. No, technically it's Episode 6, sorry. Good shooting. Yeah, spears are actually the best weapon to fight against these wolf riders. Spears or swords. They're hard to hit. I prefer swords on everybody if I can do it. Put up a shield wall, riposte. I mean, any enemy that attacks 3 times a turn, you should be riposting against. Unlucky Damien. Unlucky Vildrick. Well struck, JP Sauce. Well struck, sir. Still 13 of these fucks on the field. A lot of them. Well, we've smashed their vanguard, so that's good. We're done, LeJag. Badass. So it's tempting to run here and get a kill on that one, but that would expose me to all these other buggers over here. I need to protect my rear flank. I have to expect that they are going to be coming around us now on the next turn. Terrible shooting, Adelbert. These low-level archers of ours are just not good. Yet. Give them time. Give them about 100 days of seasoning. Yeah, we have a problem brewing on our rear. Okay, so the northern flank is collapsing. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna start forming up a line here. Yeah. Quite sure where I want to put Wolfgang. These fucking idiots are fighting up against high ground. If I go here, I'm pretty much consigning this guy to his death. I mean, this wolf rider will go here. This one will step in. I think that's fine actually, because then Damien can keep the high ground, shoot from there. I'm sure that was the low percentage shot, but I was hoping I could kill this goblin and then one of these two idiots would take that position, but... I think this side is probably fine. I would like some more backup this side though. The pattern's gonna go here. It's not sure where the... I think I'm just gonna put Cumulus here and just see what these gobbos do. I think going there would be a mistake because then these three can surround him. Have we hit a single crossbow shot yet? I don't think so. .44 and hits, finally. 244s. Good job, Adelbert. Fortune smiles at last. Still 10 of these buggers left. They're not going to flee yet. Still quite a bit of hard fighting to be done here. Okay, they keep going for this around. Excellent. If these gobbos had just got in here and started attacking, that would have been a lot harder for us. These mercenaries are useless. Good lad, well thrown. You see how good throwing weapons are against these wolf riders. Well struck, JP Sauce. Good. Pierced all muscles. Nice. I mean, we aren't going to see a payoff on these crossbowmen and archers for quite a while, but I mean, they're getting there. Adelbert isn't horrible. His range skill is 68. Damien is like 70 odd. It shows you the power of the hunter as a ranged fighter. He's like, I think he's level 2 or 3 with no stars, and he's got comparable ranged accuracy to Damien. Yeah, off you go, you little bastard. Yeah, you better run. You fucking dickhead. I hope LeJag has a bandage. Well struck. Trick now is to not end the turn. I need to get rid of this thing so I can bandage LeJag's neck. Okay, good. There you go, no more Grey's neck. Don't forget, lads, that Grey's neck and cut artery are I think it's the only two injuries that you can actually treat in-game and then not have to deal with them after the battle. Thank you, Grudge Bringers. Much appreciated, lads. Tip of the hat to you. That's 61 at level 2, compared to 72 at 7. 2 at 3. Yeah. Such a pity they didn't have stars in ranged skill. And this is such a waste. And you can arguably turn him into a raider, I mean... Nah. He'll just be an archer that eventually we will replace. I might actually take fast adaptation on him because he's not that great. And I'm going to replace him with more hunters when I can afford to do so. I need to keep fishing for hunters that have better stars. I need to replace Logan and Wilderich and Adelbert. Hello, I've forgotten to rename these nerds after viewers. Malice. Alice Wonderland. Welcome Malice. And then last name on the list so far, Gothi Tunga. Gothi, I know you said you wanted to be a cultist, but we just can't find cultists. So you should be an archer. I don't see him as a permanent long-term keep him archer. I see him more as a short-term keep him until we can find a better archer guy. Same thing with Malice. Let's take fast adaptation with him. And I can try Executioner as well, why not? I mean, I can level these guys up very differently than I normally would. Just because I have very little intention of keeping him in the long term. Logan, range, he's actually going to have 50 at 3, so he's going to have to be replaced as well. Logan, Malice, and so we still need to buy 3 more hunters. Minstrel, Peddler. Here, get rid of these. Okay, men, onward. We have some exploring to do. Let's just go past the den of the undead, see if we can't find another zombie patrol. Footprints? Nope. Zombie patrols at this stage are, as long as there's no geist, they are little more than walking groups of experience that you should be farming up whenever you can. Same thing for Noctiers, as long as it's not too big a group. Across a kid squatting beside a creek bed. He's using a stick to draw figures in the mud, little stick men with great horned helms and little ones beside them. Though even the smaller figures appear well armed and armoured. Malice Wonderland asks the runt what exactly he's doing. Drawn the greenies. Been seeing them a lot. Skittering and scattering the hills they are. Like rats in an open pantry, my pa says. You ask where he lives. He points up the wooded slopes of a nearby hill. Yonder, got a good view of what's coming. Suppose you will in time too. An old man yells for the out for the kid and he obeys, dropping his tools of atavistic artistry and heading for the hill. I got to work. You fellas have fun and don't step on my drawings. Now you realize the stick figures are orcs and goblins. But maybe the kid is just playing fantasy. That's concerning. Okay, so green skin late game crisis, which I'm fine with. Money wise, we're looking really good. Tempting to actually buy some of these bundles of javelins. I mean, normally we tend to just pick them up through battles. They would have been great for my ranged guys in those fights against the Wolf Riders. I think I will only buy throwing axes though. The javelins do nothing against armor and they do damn well nothing against the undead, which is a big part of what I need them for. So let's just go mini defense. That. Yeah, that's big for Pomelis. Big defensively for him. Level 9, we will take Berserk. Level 10, we'll take Recover. And then level 11, we'll take Quick Hands and Bags and Belts. So it's not the most exciting way to do the Raiders in terms of the leveling up order. You only get to really use your Quick Hands, two-handed weapons when they hit level 11. But a lot of times when you're starting, it takes that long to actually get the two-handed weapons anyway. And like I think it's a lot of the defensive skills early on. I mean, it doesn't matter how much damage he does and how flashy and exciting he is if he's dead. Still bummed that we lost, what was his name in the last episode? Alex Nesterov. He was really good. RIP Alex Nesterov. Money's looking good, food's looking good, tools, ammunition, medical supplies. Can we just take a minute to appreciate it? It's day 100, we're playing expert mode. And we're doing really, really well. We've only had 5 deaths. If I think back to my earlier campaigns, how like even just on veteran mode, it was reaching in day 100 was a cause for real celebration. And I would say, we've learned so much about this game. Really encouraging. We've done really well. Oh, that's so tempting, but that's all our money. That will turn a profit, so buy that on the spot. In terms of these shops here, we're on the lookout for throwing axes, and we are on the lookout for halberds. Being that it's greenskin invasion now, and we're going to be fighting orc warriors before we know it, I want those actual halberds. I want my pikemen to be using halberds rather than just pikes. Although they don't really have the accuracy, do they? We'll see how it goes. If I can find some halberds for cheap, I'll buy them. I certainly won't pay full price for them. Some lots in a leader, actually. Oh, green skins. I think here's likely to be goblins. Let's head up around here. Hopefully we can find orcs. Thumniox, great underground goblin city. Invincible outpost, all goblins. Nope, so much nope. Just you wait until we have hedge knights in the front line with heavy armor. We'll cut those goblins to ribbons. The goblin shaman though are such pain in the asses. How they lock you in place. Worst. Come on, give me some orcs, damn it. Where are the orcs? You know what? It's been a fairly long episode. Let's take a little break. When we continue, we'll continue the search for orcs. We're going to find 3 more places controlled by orcs. Time is ticking though. This is costing us a lot of money. But I want to get this done so that I can take the defeat goblin ambition, which shouldn't be that hard. And that's actually going to help us win the war. And then hopefully we'll complete that ambition right before the war ends. We can then take the end the Greenskin War ambition, which then on the back of having killed so many goblins and orcs will be quite close. That's the plan. We'll see how it goes.